Hello and welcome to aorbTech. Today we are very excited to announce another course which is NumPy. In this course we learn basic to advanced NumPy and we will divide it into multiple section of this course. So this video is basically introduction video and to understand what is NumPy, and then we will see some basics of NumPy. After that we'll move to a practical part of NumPy. So let's start with the outline. So agenda of today session, first we will see the introduction. After that we will see the founder of NumPy. After that we will see how we use NumPy array, why not array in Python. After that we'll see how to install and import NumPy, a bit example we'll see there. Then we'll understand what prerequisites you needed to learn NumPy, and in the last we will see outline of this NumPy where we will cover in the future video of this course. So if we see the introduction to NumPy, if we go with the name num, which mean numerical, and py mean Python. So NumPy is numerical Python library that we used to solve math calculation, for example number, array, or any math functions. Second, it's very fast comparative to Python because it's built in C language. And if we see, it's make us easier to do a math operation on large data set. For example, if we adding a number in the array of more than 1 million, and if you compare with the NumPy, and NumPy is much more easier and much more faster to handle large number of data set. If we talk about founder of NumPy was created in 2015 by Travis Oliphant, around 20 years back, because right now I'm recording the video in August 2025. In almost 20 years this NumPy was created, and it's used in every matter of machine learning, data science, or Gen AI even. So because when we're feeding the data into machine learning models, first you create your data into NumPy array, and then you're using this array for them for future prediction that we'll talk later on the courses. What he did, he basically combined older library called numeric with NumPy array and made NumPy. Because of this conversion, it make more powerful, simple, and easy to use. And today NumPy is maintained by the open source community. Why use NumPy? Well, it's work faster than Python list. For example, if you compare to store 1 million elements in the list of Python and compare with NumPy array, NumPy will be much more faster to store and doing operation instead of Python list. Why? Because it's built in C language. If we see the second point, it's used in AI, data science, and machine learning. Why? Because in a real world we have a raw data, and for that first we convert raw data into a meaningful data, and then we're feeding into machine learning, deep learning, and Gen AI models. So before we are using NumPy to convert those data into a proper format, and then we're feeding to the model for future prediction. Again, it's easy to handle large array and metrics. Now we will see how to install and use NumPy. To simply install NumPy, simply we use NumPy Python package manager. Simply install, and whatever package you want to install, you have to give the name. For example, I wanted to install NumPy because I wanted to use NumPy, and simply pip install NumPy. As I already installed NumPy, so you will see. For example, I'm using here VS Code, so I'm using pip install NumPy, and if you're using Conda, you simply have to use Conda install NumPy. As I mentioned that I already installed, that's why I don't need to further install. What version I'm using, as you can see, I'm using the latest versions 2.3.2, and right now I'm recording the video in 19th of August 2025. Now we'll use NumPy. To use a NumPy, first we need to import our package, which is NumPy. So import NumPy, and I simply run it. So I already install, and now I imported it. Now I have to use. So now we'll see a basic example. We already installed NumPy. So let's create an array with NumPy. So let's say that a is equal to our array np dot NumPy dot array, and I just create two number, and I just print it. So as you can see, we create our first NumPy array with two elements inside the array. So that's how you can use NumPy. Just wanted to show you one more quick example here. You don't need to use NumPy every time. You can give a different name. For example, NumPy as NP, and instead of using every time a big name here, so just simply use NP and then run it. So this is another way you can give any name. Mostly people follow the name of N, NP, numeric, and Python. So that's how you can use NumPy. This is just for demo purpose. In a future video we will briefly explain all the basics to advanced NumPy. Now let's move to the next section. What prerequisites need to learn NumPy? Simply you need to know Python. If you know the basic of Python, you can easily understand how to use NumPy. We already made a complete course of the Python. If you didn't check out, first check out this course. We covered all the basics to advance in this course. So learn this course first, and then you can move forward with the NumPy. If you're already good with Python skill, then you simply start with NumPy. What we will cover in this course: first we try to learn how we can create a simple 1D and 2D matrix. After that we'll try to create 1, 0 and empty matrix with different operations that we will use in NumPy and function as well. Then we will see a various mathematical operation in our third tutorial. After that we'll move forward with the mathematical operation. Then we will do a brief tutorial on slicing, and then we'll see a different function that we will use to handle concatenations and split. And after that we'll see some trigonometry, for example sine, cos and tan, we can use with different values. Then we'll see a random sampling, where we'll create multiple random values with different matrix. And in the last we will see how we can use NumPy in string with various operations. For the source code you can follow this link, and I will also paste in the YouTube description as well. You can check out this link, and where you can find the GitHub repository and all the video detail as well. And if you wanted to learn AI machine learning, this channel is for you. Please like, share and subscribe as well. Stay tuned.